Welcome back to my channel, you guys, and welcome to my Cabo vlog. This is a new setup I got going on here. I've never done this before, but let's see how it goes. Of course, before we get into everything, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know I should probably be making more videos to do that, but we're working on it. Okay, so let's get into this vlog. So I went to Cabo San Lucas for my best friend's bachelorette party, and then after that, Joseph came down there and met me, and we had our own little vacation together. So it was like 2 vacations in one, and it was really, really fun. I'm gonna go through the whole trip with you guys and show you clips from it. My best friend is from Texas, and the rest of her friends that went with her are from Texas as well, so they all flew together, and I flew by myself from New York. When I got to the airport, my flight was delayed by I think 30 minutes, so I just had to sit there and wait, and then finally once I boarded, it was about a 6-hour flight. I want to say it was very long, but yeah, once I got there, you have to go get your passport stamped, you have to get your baggage because JetBlue makes you check all your bags, and then you go through customs, and the line for customs was so long. It was insane, and I kept calling Stephanie, but my service was really bad. Once I got there, I had no Wi-Fi, no service. I couldn't get a hold of her, so I was like, I really hope I'm in the right place, because if not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But once that was done, I met them there. It was great. We took shots at the airport. We were picked up by the resort we were going to stay at. We stayed at the Rio Santa Fe resort. It's an all-inclusive resort, so that means you get your wristband and you get food whenever you want to go eat, you get drinks whenever you want.
What you got there, Bianca? Huh? What you got there? All right.
Everything is included, so that was really cool. I've never been in a resort before. I've never stayed at one. Some of the cons, I would say, when it comes to this particular resort, I don't know if they're all like this. Every time we ate dinner or lunch, it was buffet style. I'm kind of a germaphobe. I don't know if anyone else would be bothered by this, but you know, considering the fact that we are still in a pandemic, the thought of people most likely not washing their hands and then sticking their hands in all the different things where you grab your food kind of grossed me out a little bit. But I will say we spent a lot of time at the pool. We spent a lot of time taking shots and drinks and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm going to show you a few clips from the bachelorette part of this trip. There's not a whole lot just because I didn't want to spend my whole time filming that. But yeah, here's parts of the bachelorette trip.
Here we go. We made it. I'm very excited. Me too.
Okay, so we finally made it. We're in Cabo. We're getting ready to go get some food and go to the pool. Let me show you the room. Okay. Stephanie's putting eyelashes on. Here's our room. It's a good size, I think. Bathroom back there. But yeah, we're gonna go eat because we're hangry and tired, and then go to the pool. The next day, a couple of the girls wanted to surprise Stephanie, and we were going to eat breakfast in their room, and we all wore matching tie-dye pajamas, and they decorated their room with like balloons and stuff. It was really cute. On Halloween, actually, the day of Halloween, I booked a yacht for all of us. There was a group of 7 of us, and I booked it with Cabo to Vegas Yachts, I believe. I'll leave a link down below for them. They were amazing. I think for what we got out of it, which was our own private yacht, food, as many drinks as you want. They took your picture and everything. That it didn't cost extra. They took amazing care of us. They were super sweet. Anytime we needed anything, they were right there. It was so much fun and really, really beautiful. And I think that if that's something you want to do, you should definitely go with this company and try it out. It was probably my favorite part of the trip. After that, we just went to this taco place and got some food. That night, it was Halloween night, we decided to go out to a club. We went to a club called Mandala, I think is how you say it. It was kind of, I would say, techno club. We all wore different colored wigs, and we matched our outfits to our wigs, so we were like, you know, we looked like the rainbow and My best friend, the bride, was wearing white, of course. It was really cute. But they brought bottle service. In the bathroom, they had a place for you to take pictures. I'm not much of a club person, but you know, for what it was fun. So after the bachelorette trip was done, Joseph was supposed to meet me at the resort I was staying, and he was going to pick me up in the rental car, and we had reservations to go ATV riding. I wake up with multiple texts from him saying stuff like, I didn't know the airport was going to be this packed when I got here, when he got to the airport in New York. I think I might miss my flight. I missed my flight. I'm going to try and get another one. He texted me saying I got another flight with American Airlines and he was going to land an hour later than expected. I know it was very stressful on his end. I'm just glad I was asleep when this was all going on, or I would have been very stressed out along with him. But yeah, Joseph missed his flight. He had to get another flight. Thank God it was available, because if not, I don't know what he would have done. He got to the airport and then he was saying, I have no service. I have Wi-Fi like in this one area, but after I get the rental car, I need Wi-Fi to use the maps, and I don't know how to get to you if I don't have Wi-Fi. I was about 45 minutes away. Finally, he had to get a SIM card. Someone told him where he could go in the airport to get a new SIM card. He had Wi-Fi. He came to the resort and picked me up, and we got to the ATV place right on time.
They keep trying, but they keep getting blown back onto the cliff.
I'm also going to link down below the ATV company we went with. They were so nice. They took care of you as soon as you walked in. They were the happiest people I met when I was out there, and we got really lucky because we were the only ones in our group. So it was just me and Joseph and then the tour guide. So it's like we had this whole open space to ourselves. We went up into the mountains. I think we went to like the top of a couple mountains. It was a long tour, and then the tour guide takes you down to the bottom of the mountain, and that's when you're at the beach. So you're actually riding ATVs in the mountains and then down onto the beach. It was definitely an experience that I have never had before, and I'm really, really glad that we did it. So afterwards, we just went to Walmart since we were staying at an Airbnb this time. I actually prefer staying in an Airbnb. So after we got our groceries, we just checked into our Airbnb, and I will say this Airbnb was my favorite that I've ever stayed in. It was so clean. It was so cute. It had everything you needed. The lady was responsive, and I'm also gonna leave that linked down below because if you're trying to stay in Cabo and an Airbnb, you need to stay in this one. It was a townhouse and it was 3 stories. So when you walk in, you have the living room, and it's kind of has that boho look to it. You have the kitchen, which is nice and open and clean looking. It had everything you needed in it. You also had your own balcony right outside the kitchen, and we liked to eat breakfast out there every morning. You have laundry in the living room, which I definitely used. You have a bathroom downstairs, and then when you go upstairs, you have 2 bedrooms. This one is the one that we stayed in. We had a closet area. I used one side, Joseph used the other, and then the bathroom with a walk-in shower. It was just really great. I loved it. And then you have your second bedroom and then a second bathroom on that floor as well, with a shower also. So if you had another couple staying with you, they could stay in that room and they would have their own bathroom too. And then my favorite part of this Airbnb is you go up the stairs to the 3rd floor, which is technically the roof, and you have your own little private roof. And the way she decorated it was so cute. And it also had the most beautiful view. You saw the arches and the rocks and the ocean, and then like the mountains behind. It was just so nice. I would definitely stay there again if I ever went back. And I think you should too if you're looking for an Airbnb in Cabo. We were probably 10 minutes away from most of the places we went to. Walmart was right next door. The next day we decided to go to a beach called Playa Palmilla. I guess I call it that because of all the beautiful palm trees that are around. Driving into the beach area was very gorgeous. Now, most of the beaches in Cabo you technically can't swim at because the waves are so strong, and the undercurrent is also really strong, so you can, drown. But I looked up different beaches that you can swim at, and there were a few. So this beach was one of the ones that came up. I thought it looked really pretty. The water was pretty calm. When we got in, we laid out and we ate our lunch there. It was a really nice beach to go to. And if you're looking for a place to swim, then I would go there.
Let's see that outfit. Yeah, shawty. Yeah, shawty. We got a little tequila. Yes, sir. Imagine these are shot glasses.
They could be. Those are fat though. Imagine that's how much.
It'd be a fat shot, yeah. All right, here's our tequila and OJ shot. Wait, let's do a real cheers though. Let's do a little clank. All right, let's go.
Not bad, but not great.
That was smoky.
So that night for dinner, we went to a restaurant called Los Tres Gallos. I found this on YouTube. It looked really, really cute. When I typed it into the map and we got there, I was like, this isn't what I saw on YouTube. And this looks different than what I saw on Google too, but it has the same name. And then I told them I had a reservation and they were like, we don't see your name here. And I was thinking, apparently there's multiple ones, but this one was also very cute. They let us sit upstairs. They had a tree in the middle of the restaurant, which I thought was really cool. The margaritas were great. The food was great. They even asked us if we had any food preferences or allergies or anything like that. And we told them we were vegan, so they made sure to make all of our food vegan, which was amazing.
Madame?
So our next day, we decided we wanted to go jet skiing. So we found a company called Aries Water Sports. I'll also leave them linked below. They were very helpful. They instructed us on how to do everything. Super sweet people. We went out on a jet ski together, I think for about 40 minutes. And they just let you do, you go out, you ride around in the designated area. The guy will come out and he'll tell you your time's up and then you just go back. All along Medano Beach is where they have a lot of their water sports. They have restaurants. They have boats that will take you out to the Arches or to Lovers Beach. And with most things in Cabo, you can haggle the price with whoever you're talking to. So after we went jet skiing, I really wanted to take one of the boats out to the Arches and I wanted to go on Lovers Beach and stay there for a while. So we walked along the beach and there was a guy that came up and talked to us and we haggled the price with him and we got it to about, I think, $10 for each of us. They get you on a boat and then they take you out to the Arches and it is so beautiful. They show you all the different rocks and like one of them is called Scooby-Doo Rock where it looks like the shape of Scooby-Doo's head. They take you all around the little island area and tell you about it. There were seals out there just bathing in the sun. There were fish in the water that we got to see. They also had snorkeling, but we didn't get to do that. They take you to Lovers Beach. They drop you off. They say, how long do you want to be here? We said an hour. So they said, okay, we'll be back for you in an hour and just look for the name of the boat you're on. We laid out on Lovers Beach for a good while. We had margaritas. We walked to the other side of the beach, which is called Divorce Beach. And then they came back and got us and took us back to shore. It was a really great experience. They're super nice. It was something I had been looking forward to for weeks. That was like the one thing I was really wanting to do. So I suggest that you do that. Just go to Medano Beach, talk to pretty much anyone that comes up to you and say, I want to take a boat out to the Arch and, haggle a price of whatever you think you can pay. Make sure you tip people out there all the time. Everyone is so helpful out there and nice. So always tip. Then after that, we came home and got ready for dinner and we went to dinner at this beautiful place. I believe it's in a resort. This restaurant was called Hacienda Cocina. It was so cozy and vibey. I put on the reservation that we were there for our anniversary, our second anniversary, which was true because we wanted this trip to also be part of celebrating our anniversary together. So after dinner they asked if we want dessert and we said no, but they surprised us with churros and chocolate and they wrote on the plate happy anniversary and that was just so sweet.
They surprised us.
Alright, you wanna blow it out?
Yeah.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
The food there was also really great. We didn't even finish ours because we were so full, but it was a very romantic place to go out to eat. For our last day, I wanted to go to another beach. This one was called Santa Maria Beach. I didn't realize that this beach was very popular for snorkeling, and I didn't know that there was a lot of fish at this beach. When we got there, we walked up to it. It was beautiful. It was right by, I think, another resort as well. The water looked really calm. We got in. It felt really nice. There were people all around us snorkeling, and then Joseph was like, did you see that huge fish? And I was like, no. I get freaked out when I know fish are swimming around me when I'm in the water just because if they touch me, I don't know. I just think, ugh, I get creeped out. Everyone around us was snorkeling and apparently there were a ton of fish out in this water, but if you're really into snorkeling, I think that's the beach you need to go to because the waves are calm, but there's a lot of sea life out there. They had really pretty rock areas that you could kind of walk into that looked like caves. I wouldn't consider it a cave though.
Is there anything over there? How far does it go? Nothing?
after we were done at the beach, Joseph was saying we need to do something else because we can't just go to a beach on our last day and then that's it and go to dinner, you know? So he kept talking about wanting to go paddleboarding on this trip. And I've never done that. He's never done that. I was a little hesitant about it just because it looks really difficult to me. And I don't tend to have fun with things that I'm not good at the first time. I know that's not a good trait to have. I'm working on it, but still, I already knew it was gonna happen. I kept telling Joseph, that's really hard to do. Let's do something else. And he was like, let me Google it. So Google apparently said that paddleboarding is one of the easiest water sports to pick up on. And he took that and ran with it. So we went back to Medano Beach and we talked to the same guy that was there the day before. Told him we want to go paddleboarding. So they got us our paddleboards, and the waves that day were looking a little more rough than they were the day before. So I was here waiting for instructions, you know, how to get on the paddleboard, what you do once you're on it, how you stand up, stuff like that, because we let them know we've never done this before. That didn't happen. They just threw the paddleboards in the water and they were like, hurry, get on. And I was like, oh shit, okay. We got on as fast as we could, and then we just started paddling because that's all we thought we should do. My paddleboard was not moving anywhere. I was rowing this way and I was going to the left, and then I would row this way and I would just go to the right, and I felt like I was going in a circle. So then immediately I started getting frustrated because I was like, this is miserable and I'm not having fun. I didn't want to do this anyway. We finally get a little ways out and I'm like, there's no way I'm even trying to stand up on this thing. It's not happening. The waves were pretty rough. I couldn't even go in a straight line on this thing, let alone stand up on it. So I just kind of chilled on my paddleboard and sat there. Joseph tried to stand up a few times. That didn't happen. It was very difficult. The waves were pushing us into the netting that was off to the side. We were trying to get out of that. And then Joseph got motion sickness and he was like, this is miserable. We just can go home now. And I was like, thank you. I had this vision of me being, you know, so elegant and graceful on this paddleboard, just riding in the middle of the ocean and us having a great time, but instead it was a big hot mess. So we left there very frustrated, irritated with each other because we were yelling at each other. And Joseph was also really nauseous. So paddleboarding was a fail. I'll try it again, but when I'm in a lake or something way more calm instead of the Pacific Ocean. Thankfully that night we had reservations at this place called Maria Corona. This place was kind of in the city area, I guess you would say. There's a lot of bars and clubs and shops around. And this restaurant I think was my favorite. When you walk in, the lighting was really like dim lit and cozy. You're outside in a courtyard area. There was a man there that was walking around singing all kinds of different songs. He sang all night. They had a clown there that was making balloon hats.
Good?
And then at this place, they also asked us if we had any food allergies or preferences when it came to our food. And they made everything vegan for us. And the food at this place was wonderful. So if you're looking for a fun dinner and wonderful food, go to Maria Corona. It was definitely my favorite place. And of course, what do you have to do when you go on a trip? You gotta get souvenirs. So we went to this souvenir shop that was called Mr. Mustache, I believe, and they had everything you could need or want. But yeah, we got our souvenirs and then we headed back home. Unfortunately, the next day was our last day, so we just packed everything up and headed to the airport. But I will say this trip was so much fun. If you're wanting to go to Mexico and you're okay with it being a little more touristy, then Cabo is a place to go. They have so many different things there that you could do, or even things you didn't even know you wanted to do. Every single person I met there was so nice. Like I said before, when it comes to like excursions and stuff like that, you can pretty much talk people down on prices, but just make sure you always tip. Also, if you are coming from the United States and then heading back to the US, you have to take a molecular COVID test, and you can get those anywhere in town. At the resorts, you can do that there. They'll schedule it for you. But since I was going to be staying in an Airbnb after, we just found one that was a drive-through, which was really convenient. And they did it while we were in the car. About 15 minutes later, our results were emailed to us, and then that's what you have to show when you're at the airport. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. This is my first little travel vlog. I just wanted to tell you about all the things that I did there. Again, I'll link everything down below, the yacht, the ATVs, the Airbnb, all that good stuff. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and I'll answer everyone that comments. And also please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, you guys. Bye.